I don't know if it's going to work, but it's okay. בוקר טוב חברים. We're up to משלי פרק י"ב פסוק י'. יודע צדיק נפש בהמתו ורחמי רשעים אכזרי. It says here, the pity of the tzaddik versus the pity of the rasha. He says that the tzaddik knows what his behemah needs. And if you see Rashi, Omer, יודע צדיק נפש בהמתו, מה בהמתו ובני ביתו צריכים. What does his behemah, his animal, needs, and also his householders needs. I mean, when I read this pasuk, you have to be tzaddik to know what your wife and the kids need. What does it mean? Rashi says, יודע צדיק נפש בהמתו, מה בהמתו, his animals, ובני ביתו צריכים, and also his householders needs. קודם כל, why you put the behemah before your kids? That's number one. And number two, you have to be tzaddik to know what they need. Every father knows what his kids need. When you cut tzaddik, Dan, you hear the question? What do you say? Get a shot, maybe. Can I read?
You put it in order.
I'm sorry?
You put it in your order, that's what it will do.
What do you mean?
Meaning, if I put my animals before my wife, or I put my money before my kids, that's priority.
That's good or bad?
That.
Well, Rashi says, יודע מה בהמתו ובני ביתו צריכים. So number one, I don't know why he brings the behemah over here. And number two, and if you do know what to give your kids, it makes you, it makes you tzaddik. You're normal. I mean, I hope you're normal.
I think it's talking about the behemto, זה לא, initially, זה לא בהמה שלו ממש. Meaning, יש כל בן אדם let's say his eternal desires, and נפש בהמיש, הגשמי כאילו.
Are you saying that behemto talks about the person himself?
I think the meaning he has certain stomach, he has a weaknesses, food מסוים שהוא צריך, or whatever the case may be, his food יודע את הדברים הגשמיים
So he knows about himself then?
כן, he knows about himself. And that's what בהמתו, זאת אומרת, ההמיות שלו כביכול.
Talking about tzaddik.
Even a tzaddik has the certain aspects of it that he knows about. That's why he can control them.
So he controls.
That's why he יודע.
But it says, Rashi אומר מה צריכים, what they need.
I have a different.
לא, נכון. מה צריכים. Meaning that even though he's a tzaddik, יש לך the material things that כאילו כביכול להרגיע הבן אדם, he needs it. So he knows how to control that aspect of his
Right here.
of his life.
Okay, right here. Yeah.
Or it could be he knows his needs of his animals. That's the level that he's on.
And why does animal
That
come
it's-
before the kid?
That it's tzaddik?
Because the father.
And let's assume you do. So you makes you tzaddik, all the farmers tzaddikim.
They understand the needs of the animals. Yes, of course.
I mean, if you know what your kids need, so you're a tzaddik.
If I know the needs of my kids,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a tzaddik.
of course.
You're a father, a tzaddik.
Why? If I understand the needs of them, I would be tzaddik. Hashem understands our needs.
Forget Hashem. He says, יודע צדיק נפש בהמתו.
Someone who understands.
Understand. Someone who understands his kids.
I understand the needs of them.
And therefore you're tzaddik.
Yeah.
I think that's every father.
Every father doesn't understand the needs of their kids.
What do you mean?
They don't understand their needs.
They don't?
No, they don't. If they do, they would be tzaddiks.
Maybe we'll tzaddikim then. Why not? I think we're all
The
tzaddikim.
ones who know the needs of their kids are tzaddikim.
And all, I believe all parents know. So
I
remember,
don't believe all parents know.
no?
I think they know.
They
They
think they know.
think they
Wow,
know.
I think you're in the best shape then.
Most of
I don't know.
You came on the wrong day, I'll be there.
No,
Yeah.
That's why I need to call the rabbis.
But
to
most
call
of
me.
the time they're confused between what they need and what they want.
We believe that they
You need
want
tzaddikim to
candy,
get
they
the
want,
answer.
Yeah, but
shoes.
I know
That's
what he
not
needs.
they
He
They
loves,
need
he
Torah,
needs this, he has a problem.
Also
they
shoes.
fashion.
Also shoes.
They do need shoes. Right. Understand their needs.
I hear you guys.
And for the animal, if you understand the animal's needs as well, you're a tzaddik. Animals can't talk. You're compassionate to an animal.
Yeah, definitely.
You have compassion for your kids, compassion for your animals. Their needs.
I hear
If
you.
you understand their needs, it's tremendous.
I hear. So I'm going to share with you my thoughts. And let's take it from there. But we're going to need Sefer Tehillim on the way. Ma? Hazako Baruch. I'm very happy. So I want to break down the Behemto first. And then we're going to go why he becomes tzaddik. Thank you. It's going to it. So, מי יודע how Moshe became the leader of Am Israel? What was the cause?
He had the Rahmanut on his lamb,
On his what?
on his lamb.
What do you mean?
Sheep.
What happened?
Ran away. He went off the derech.
Over the derech. I like how he went over the derech. And Moshe Rabbeinu החזיר אותו בתשובה. It's very Avi style, yes.
Take it how you want. But
Habibi, over the derech, yes. Go.
that's it. He went.
And what happened?
He brought him back. Picked him up. He carried him.
He carried him, and so if I have a farm and I have a little goat to run away, I'm gonna pick him up. I'll be the chief rabbi of Israel.
I did that once.
So how come you're not the chief rabbi?
I feel like I am. Gonna be
That's a problem if you feel like.
That's why.
It's a problem about it.
I'm getting there.
A long way if that's the case. Kitzur,
Don't stop.
Kitzur, I want to take you to Sefer Tehillim, Mizmor Ein Het, on page, I don't know if we all have the same one, but if you do, it's on page 118. אמרתי Ein Het. On page 118, okay, towards the end of the Mizmor, on the chapter, towards the end, Pasuk Ein. I'll be read maybe Tikun.
ויבחר בדוד עבדו, ויקחהו ממכלאות צאן.
Do you know what does it mean?
David chose his servant.
No.
Oh, he chose within David.
No. Oh, Shem Yishmo.
ויבחר, he
No
chose
wonder why you're not the chief rabbi.
in the
ויבחר הנה הקדוש ברוך הוא. לא דוד בחר, השם בחר בדוד.
David as a servant.
No, Hashem בחר David, his servant, to be the king over Am Israel. So ויבחר, Hashem picked his slave, Mr. David, to be the king. And he took him from ממכלאות הצאן. מה זה מכלאות הצאן? תשמעו מה כתוב במדרש. I'm going to share with you a little story. This past Sunday, yeah, I took the kids to the farm here at the Abeira. And they have sections. Section for the, for the very little, little babies, goats, the little ones. And then you got the big ones. the ram, the sheep, okay, 2 different sections. And they sell over there, they sell you
Food, lettuce.
lettuce to feed the animals. It's beautiful. So you have the lettuce, so you have the leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, till it shrinks, and then you get to the stalk, right? It's hard, fine. Stem, fine. So I'm giving it to my little girl, my little daughter. Come feed. So we feed 1 and 2 and 3 until you end up with the stem. She has it in her hand, and she's trying to feed the little goats, the babies. And I tell her it's not going to work. She tries, and he doesn't eat. And she tries again. I'm giving you food, eat. And he doesn't eat. I told her he's not going to eat. Now, if you notice, if you know, cows, וכל הבהמות, הקשירות, הדקות, they don't have teeth, on top. On top. למטה יש, למעלה אין להם. So you have to know that the way it works, the big ones, the jahash ones, I mean, all the animals, they're always going to rather go eat the soft grass. But the truth is, the little ones, once they get, the grass has 2 or 3 layers, levels. The top, if you have a grass, the top are soft. The middle, it's okay, and the bottom, which is towards the roots, it's hard. Fine. David HaMelech, when he used to take his cattle out, he saw how the big ones would push the little ones to get to the top grass to eat fast. And they left the hard one for the babies to eat. And he felt bad. He felt bad. So from there I knew that it's not gonna work. So when we tried to feed the little ones, I knew from that midrash it's not gonna work. Why? Because it's hard. Better. It was a whole section there, big ones, and one, not a baby, but the younger one was also there. And I was trying to feed the younger one, and comes the big jahash over there, the big one, and gives it a horn, get out of here, and he takes. So the little one, he bent his head. So I said, perfect. I bent and I gave it to him, lemata. Comes the other one, he pushes him away, and he bent his head to grab it. As the whole David HaMelech story just came up in my head. David HaMelech ma'asa. Wa'asa michlaot. Michlaot milashon kele. You know what is a kele? Jail. How do you make a jail? You make a cell. You make a cell. So David HaMelech had 3 cells. 1 cell for the big ones, 1 for the middle, and 1 for the babies, the younger ones. When he would take the cattle to eat, he would first open the gate for the little ones. Let them go first. So they ate the top grass. Then he would open the middle. Who ate now? The middle ones. And then he would open to the big ones, the ones who are strong. They can eat the roots, they can eat the lower part that's close to the ground because they are much stronger. Fine? When David HaMelech did that, Omer David in Tehillim, Vayivhar beDavid Avdo, Hashem picked David, his slave, to be the king over Am Yisrael. But from where? He didn't take him from the politics podium. He didn't take him from anywhere. From where? From Michlaot HaTzof, from the place where he did a cell for the little goats. מה השייכות? If you can be sensitive and to realize between a little goat and an older goat, and you can be so sensitive that you're going to build cells for different ages, and you're going to let one first, and then the other, and then the older ones. If you have this kind of sensitivity for animals, you can be a king over Am Yisrael. Why? It shows rahmanut. זאת אומרת, the one, מי שיש לו מידת הרחמים, the one who has the character of pity, compassion, he can realize other people's needs. עוד פעם, זה לא עובד הפוך. זה עובד because יש לך את המידה, the character of compassion and merciful, because you have it, it'll give you an opportunity and ability to be able to see other people's needs. But Mishama, you can be a king over Am Yisrael. You don't get, in Am Yisrael, king, only a king of, politicians and votes, all nonsense. Yesh lecha midat rahmanut. It's a step to become a leader by Am Yisrael. You don't have it, you're never going to get there. That's how it works. Moshe Rabbeinu, the same thing. And by the way, it's amazing that all the avot and the gedolim by Am Yisrael back in the days, and when you were Edson, they were shepherds. There is something about being a shepherd. Now, if you want to be a king, and you're going to say, you know what, let me go be a shepherd, you're going to stay a shepherd. That doesn't make you a king. But it means that a person, tzaddik, he would find the midat rahmanut that he has in him, and he works on it, and he works to the sense that he can even sense animals. Then you can go ahead and become a king. אבל הכוונה פה שהצדיק יודע את הנפש, not only he has pity general, but he can go down, even to the sense of animals, what they need. יש לו רגש, for animals. Some people, they're only focused about the dogs and the animals and the rights for dogs. עליהם אני לא מדבר, because those people, הוא יכול לרחם על כלב ולא לרחם על הילד. עליהם אני לא מדבר, זה אין תורה בכלל. I'm talking people that have Torah ויראת שמיים. Yet there is a place of midat הרחמנות. And you should know that rahmanut, it's a very, very, זה גם כן סכנה. Pity has also dangers in it. You see your son is not behaving nice. You see your son is doing wrong things. אני מרחם עליו. That rahmanut, one day, it's going to backfire and it's going to bite you. It's going to go like an animal. It's going to have zero pity on you. What are you talking about? Hosech shivto sone beno, the one who withholds himself from giving his kid a patch. Hosech, withhold yourself from giving, from punishing your son. Then sone beno, you hate your son. Omer Shlomo HaMelech. On the other hand, if you're going to go harsh, then you're creating in you midat achzariyut also. You see, if you're going to open Chumash for 1 second, תסתכלו בפרשת ראה. תסתכלו בפרשת ראה on page 533. There is a mitzvah b'Torah. It's called עיר הנידחת. מה זה עיר הנידחת? עיר הנידחת, it's if a city, the entire city, they all worship idols. כולם עבדו עבודה זרה. העדים בהתראה, the halacha is, פסוק ט' זין, you see that, עידן? הכה תכה את יושבי העיר ההיא לפי חרב אחרי מותה, ואת כל אשר בא בעת בהמתה לפי חרב. You have to kill everybody in that city and even the animals. Now we're not done. פסוק י"ד, ואת כל שללה תקבוץ לתוך רחובה, ושרפת באש. You have to burn all. שללה, the spoils, הכל, you name it, money, furniture, bed, הכל, שורף את הכל. מצווה או לא מצווה? יפה מאוד. Now let me ask you, if you can take someone's bed, furniture, and burn it, what's going to happen to you, Mr. Yonatan? To break people's cars, and you know, you go down the street in the middle of the night. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. I did it once. It was cool. We had a whole city. We did it like Baomer. We burned the whole city. It was cool. And we saw how people get chopped off over there. You're going to, you know, you're going to look forward to some actions. Let's get another ear. And you know something? If that's what's going to happen, should I be the one to fulfill that mitzvah? If you know that was going to happen, would you want to go ahead and be part of that bedding and part of that policeman and officer to fulfill this holy mitzvah? Would you want to do that? Because it damages your femod. So why should I do it? The Torah gives us a promise. Look in Pasuk Yud Het. ולא ידבק בידך מאומה מן החרם, למען ישוב אדוני מחרון אפו, ונתן לך רחמים, וריחמך וירבך. The Torah says, I promise you, and it's a guarantee, if you're going to fulfill my mitzvah, and you will make sure not to take a penny from that city, you're not going to lose anything from that mitzvah, meaning your character and your behavior, nothing will change. Meaning without this promise, who would go and try to fulfill that mitzvah? Hashem is going to give you mercy. So you're not going to lose it. That's one. By the way, Adam Mehalel Shabbat. You have to have 2 witnesses to warn him. And if you do, and the guy kept doing the Hilul Shabbat, you take him in, so you go to Bedin. You give your edut that the guy, Mr. Reuven, Mehalel Shabbat. Correct? And after Bedin, they took this whole case and they investigate and they found out that it's true. What's halacha, Isaac? You were smart. Bedin gives a psak, I have skila. Now, who does the skila, Idan? Not Bedin. Bedin never did any death. Never. Bedin is only the people who could investigate and give a green light that the person hayav mitah. But who does the actual death? The Edim. Bedin cannot kill. Bedin the kid got everything how to do. But who does it? It's the Edim. Why? Who? Almost. What about the Edim? No, the promise here is only on Ere Midahat, specifically for that specific sin, the whole city. But I'm talking about if any sin. I'm not going to go there.
You're talking on the Edim or the Bedim?
Yes.
So the Edim, we want more Edim.
You want more Edim? You want more Edim? You're looking for blood.
Giving them the craving to do it again, to be an Ed again.
I think it's the Edim. If you're so sure and confident that you're going to testify him, then you have like
You have to do
that'll
this dirty
yeah, you
work.
have to fulfill
Dirty
the
work.
We don't say dirty
fulfill
word.
it till the end. Meaning, so that if you have any sort of a doubt, then you now you got to say it.
Yes, but not enough. When Ed saw Hilul Shabbat, you know what he does?
Makes him know.
That's it. See, we live in America. We don't understand what is not to drive on Shabbat. I remember I grew up in a city in Rosh Hashanah. Lo ra'enu Hilul Shabbat. We didn't see cars driving. I grew up till age 7, 8. I did not see in our block Lo ra'enu po any cars driving. And there was people who lives in Bnei Brak, the whole city, nothing shuts down. I remember when I came to America, when my parents came to America when I was a kid. Whoa, what's Maharim Shabbat? That they explain it to Goyim. But yet, I never saw Hilul Shabbat. And I lost it.
Wow.
And we live here on Avenue, yo, Habibi, Otzar Torah, Habibi, what is it? Buses and drive, I get the whole town driving over here. You see? Oh, so that, okay, yeah. So no, for you it wasn't a shock. No, it was a shock. Wow, people are keep Shabbat over here. Right. But for me, was the other way around. So now I deem that saw Hilul Shabbat, it affects them. Do you know how you can take the dent away? How can we fix that dent of the neshama? Let them kill. By them doing that act, wow. No, forget. But what they lost because of the Hilul Shabbat, they get it fixed. Meaning, when I see Hilul Shabbat, boom, I got a dent with my neshama. It's a dent. Yeah. כשאתה עושה, אתה הרגת בן אדם על מה? על חילול שבת. הנשמה שלך מזדעזעת. What do you think it's a game? אדם לוקח, אתה לוקח בן אדם, you push him down from the second floor, you take a rock, 2 big rocks, and you stone the guy.
It doesn't affect him the other way. Meaning, it wouldn't affect him that he's
So now it's even it out. It's balance. So now let's go back. זאת אומרת, יש לך... No. So now what happens? הנפש, the soul, שראה חטא, that saw a sin, we got to fix that the dent. Now, our pasuk doesn't talk about any dent and nothing else. The pasuk talks about your soul, the soul of a tzaddik, meaning the soul shines, is a great neshama. But you know how great you can be? That you can be sensitive to everything around you in a way שהרחמים שלך זה רחמים נכונים. You have to balance yourself. So אם אתה, in a way that you can be so sensitive for בהמה ובני ביתו, if you know what they need, not what you want, what they need, and you can provide that to them, your nefesh is a nefesh shel tzaddik. Now, the Gemara brings down, it says in Pasuk, Adam ubhema toshia Hashem. I'm sure you're familiar with this Pasuk, right? Adam ubhema toshia Hashem. Can you give me hole in one, please? Hila.
What does that mean, Rabbi? That was a man and his animal?
No. I mean, פשט הפשוט, אדם ובהמה תושיע השם, זה, please save the human and also animals. זה הפשט הפשוט של הפסוק. אבל יש כמה פירושים לזה. אבל הגמרא מביאה the Gemara brings down מה זה אדם ובהמה? אלו בני אדם שהם ערומים בדעת ומשימים עצמם כבהמה. People that they're very smart, but they're very humble, and they behave as if they're nobody. כאילו אני בהמה, כאילו I'm nothing. Yes or no? אדם ובהמה תושיע השם. יש אנשים שהם became very smart, אבל משימים עצמם כבהמה. הם מתנהגים כאילו I'm a nobody. So if that's the case, אדם ובהמה. בהמה, it means an animal. I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
אוי ואבוי לנו. אוי ואבוי, עוד הפעם. אלו בני האדם שהם ערומים בדעת, they're smart, ומשימים עצמם כבהמה.
They make themselves like
Like an animal.
כאילו כלום. I'm a nobody. If that's the case, the pasuk that says Adam ubehema toshia Hashem, is behema means behema an animal? No. מה זה בהמה?
Person.
A human that
acts with the
meaning uklum. So from here we learn shebehema not necessarily means everywhere the animal. Behema can also mean a human being, אבל הוא כלומניק, הוא ענב, הוא שפל, הוא מסכן אפילו. You hear that? אומר שלמה המלך, יודע צדיק נפש בהמתו. מה זה בהמתו? לאו דווקא בהמה. I don't need to get to the pshat of בהמה, but it means the people שהם מסכנים, they're hazit, no one looks at them, no one pays attention to them, and you go ahead and you give them chair, and you give them food, and you just see how he's feeling. שמעתם מה כתוב? So tzaddik, it's not if you have your buddies and you like them, and that's my chevra, that's my group. It's not my type of people. אפילו you're not getting close לאדם הזה צדיק. שמעתם מה כתוב פה?
What's בהמתו פה? זה בהמתו.
בהמתו זה אנשים שהם פשוטים.
But it's his, right? It's saying מה בהמתו. בני ביתו צריכים. So what's בהמתו?
כל יהודי שלך שהוא ענב, הוא משפחה שלך גם כן.
And that comes before your kids. So the best thing before your kids.
זאת אומרת, that person, he needs more than the kids, for sure. So יוצא שבהמתו, מה זה בהמתו? It's human. And my source is גמרא מסכת חולין דף ה'. Yes or no? ובהמתו כנראה people שמתנהגים בשפלות. That's one ראיה. Now I get another ראיה. Another proof for them. There's a Gemara in Masechet Nedarim. The very famous story with Rabbi Akiva and his wife Rahel. That she sent him to learn for 12 years. After 12 years, he came home. And you heard the neighbor was Rasha. He's telling her, Hazita, your husband, he left you Aguna. What's that Aguna? You don't know where's the husband, but he's still alive. But you're stuck. Aguna. Almana Haya. You're like a widow. She'abal Hay, but you don't know where's your husband. And he was bashing her in a way. And she said to him, if he only hears me, I wish him go stay another 12 years. And Rabbi Akiva made a U-turn and went back to learn for another 12 years. This time he came with 24,000 people to his city. The Gemara says the story what happened. He came to his city, and it says that his wife. So the Gemara brings down that all the people in the city left. They all went outside to greet the big rabbi. Rabbi Akiva came with 24,000 students. So everybody, they went out. Tzaddik Bala'ir. So everybody went out to come and greet Rabbi Akiva. Among the people who also came, his wife. It says, that the neighbor, the lovely neighbor, 12 years ago who bashed her, he tells her, how can you go like this with this type of clothes? Look at you. So I would just say, Shmatis, what do you wear? Are you going out to greet the tzaddik like this? Now, it's a mahaloket whether she knew was her husband or because everybody went to see the tzaddik, she also went. So one opinion is everybody went to greet the tzaddik, she went along with them to see the tzaddik. So she didn't know that it was her husband. The second opinion said, no, she knew that was, her husband is coming. In any event, so what did she tell the Rasha? The Gemara says, Yodea tzaddik nefesh behemto. He knows how much I suffered for him. And memele what? He's not going to look at my clothes. He's not going to look at my clothes. He's going to look on my inside, what I did for him. And what I did for him was 24 years. He was able to go and learn Torah. Do you hear that? Now, what was the pasuk she used to answer the Rasha? Yodea tzaddik nefesh behemto. So who is the tzaddik? Rabbi Akiva. And who is the behemto? Are you calling yourself behema that he knows you behema? Badal shelo. It's ma'apshat. Maze behemto, we just learned. Anashim pshutim, shtiflut, the way they dress, there's nobody who looks at them. She says, I know my husband. He doesn't look. He's not going to look at my dress, how I look. He knows my nefesh, my soul. And therefore, I'm not worried. I'm not going to change any clothes. The way he left me 24 years ago with the same clothes, I'm going to greet him. And he's not going to look at my outside. Shamata makatuv. So you see from here, she uses the lashon of behemto, mother behemto, and the ship shutim. So the imam tzaddik, not when people look at you, wow, you give a donation, you help to the big organization, to the big rabbi, something that you can honor pictures. Daka. The tzaddik here is the people that, yes, you could also give tzedakah and everything else. But when you have the people that nobody looks at, and you're sensitive, pay attention to those people, that's what makes you tzaddik. שמעת מה כתוב פה? You hear? I saw a pshat. So at the end of the day, why do you have to use a term of behema? Okay, I hear, nice. Adam u behema, I got it. Nice. But at the end of the day, why to use a lashon of behema? You hear this? So yes, there's a book, it's called Tiferet Tzion. It's a beautiful book on Sefer, on Masechet Nedarim. And he says, Kach. When somebody goes ahead and buys behema, a cow, they have this flea market, I don't know, יפה מאוד. I was once in Philadelphia, I bumped into this, I thought I'm going to see the cows, I end up seeing pigs. Hashem Yishmor. But we're not going to go there. Anyway, so you see, the guy over there, he wants to sell, and you got like 2 minutes, your cow, that was pig, walks, And that's how you auction your pig. Yeah, 1 minute. It's like you know, like yeah, the cars, same thing. So the people, the owners that want to sell the pigs, same thing as cows. My mosim, they brush them, they make them clean. But what's the main thing? What do you want to make sure that? Oh, he looks big. אומרת תפארת ציון, people, when they want to buy a cow, my מסתכלים to see if he is big, Josh, right? They don't look his character. If this one is, you know, he with his horn, he fights. He's wild animals. They don't care. They care to see if this is big. אומרת תפארת ציון, יודע צדיק נפש בהמתו. But people look at the outside. If it's big, hazak, you buy it. You don't check what type of animal is here. But a tzaddik, no. Hold on. What type is he? Is he horn or he kicks? He has the, he's using his horn to punch others? What type? שור תם, שור מועד. איזה שור יש לך פה? זאת אומרת, הצדיק מסתכל על הנפש. אומרת אשתו של רבי עקיבא רחל, I know my husband. יודע צדיק נפש בהמתו. He doesn't look at the outside, at how I look outside. He will look at my inside. צדיקים מסתכלים on the inside. And since he's going to look on my inside, I'm not worried how I'm going to dress to greet him. שמעתם פירוש נפלא מאוד? You hear that? And this is only the first part of the pasuk. Bezat Hashem, maybe tomorrow we're going to do the other half. ורחמי רשעים, אכזרי את כל המצוות. מה?